Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're the real G. Thank you for always stopping by, and if it's your first time here, you're super welcome. Do want to join the family by clicking on the red subscribe button below. Also turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video on here. I'm Chinonso Okoronkwo, a Lagos Nigerian based hairstylist, makeup artist and fashion enthusiast, and on this channel I film about all things beauty, fashion and lifestyle. You guys, welcome to today's video. So this video is going to be a story time. So in the spirit of wrapping up the year, it's December, and for a lot of us, like always, it's been a time of giving thanks to God for protection, for keeping us, for always being there, for being God over our lives and being there for us in every season. So it's a time to show gratitude to God while we are also celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. We are also grateful for keeping us from the very beginning of the year, January, up until the very end of the year. It's not beans, okay? So in the spirit of gratitude and thanking God, I decided to put out this video. It's more like a testimony, right? A testimony of that one time that I escaped being kidnapped in Lagos, Nigeria. Yes, this thing happened in Lagos, right? The streets of YouTube will call it story time, okay? But to me, it's a story time, yeah. But to me, it's more like sharing my testimony with the world, sharing my testimony with you guys, so that Emma Bami Dupe, you guys will help me and thank God for what He did. Because if not for Christ, I for not the year. If not for Christ, maybe a missing person for end my enemy, okay? But thank God is all I can say. I just want to thank God that I'm saying this thing on the streets of YouTube. I'm sharing it as a story time, because when it happened, it was not funny. It was not something I was thinking I'll be sharing on YouTube. Like, it was a matter of life and death. Anything could have happened. But I'm really grateful to God that everything that happened it ended to the glory of God. And here I'm sitting down on my comfy couch and sharing it over story time on YouTube. God is faithful. So this happened like many years ago when I was still a teenager. Yes, I think I was in either GSS 3 or SS1. I was still in high school, or like secondary school, like we call it here. So I was still in high school and my sister was still a very young adult. I think she was done with secondary school then, right? But I was still like in junior secondary. But my sister would always take me to seminars that had to do with singles, relationship and all of that. Like, ever since, my sister has always ensured that my walk with Christ is right. Like, she has always ensured that I was in right standing with God, and I really appreciate her a lot for that. So she would take me for seminars, and those seminars, even though I was really young at the time and sometimes I was shy to be going to those kind of seminars, because I felt like I'm still young now. What I want to use boyfriend do at this age? Even at the time, we could not even say that a boy was liking us at home, because what do you know is love? They send you go school, they go talk about love. Do you get? So I felt like I was still young to be going for stuff like that, or be listening to stuff like that. But you guys, best believe it helped me in my dating game. I say game. In dating, it helped me. Like, I didn't waste my time dating any kind of person. Like, once I'm seeing red flags, I learned a lot, because once I'm seeing red flag, I'm moving. Like, I didn't waste my time with any kind of person. Once I see something that I wasn't going to settle for in I dated for marriage. I didn't even date for fun or anything. Once I see something that I cannot cope with in marriage, I'm moving. I'm not even going to like waste my time beating about the bush or anything. So I'm really grateful for that. So on this Sunday, it happened on this Sunday, we were to go for Pastor Kingsley's love, dating and marriage relationship. I don't know what it's called now, but I know that those kinds of relationship and seminars still happens in his church. If you don't know Kingsley Okoronkwo, he's the lead pastor of Davis Christian Center, and we did attend a lot of his seminars then. Like, we're always going for love, dating and marriage. Then it used to be every, I think, first Sunday of the month. it was always a thing. So this particular one, we went at, is it Civic Center, one of the halls on the island. I can't remember which one now. So that Sunday we had gone to our local church, like the church that the family attended, my parents' church, right? So we had gone and come back, and we had lunch, and we're getting ready to go, and my mom was sitting beside us. She was eating while we're getting ready. So as we're getting ready, she was just looking at us funny, like she was looking at us weird. It wasn't like the way she was looking at us, she really hasn't focused on us like that before. And it was not like she was looking at us because maybe we were going somewhere and we're lying to her that we're going to church, maybe we're going to party or anything, because we can't even do that. We can't do that. Who do you know? We can't even do that, right? Let me never start explaining. We can't. We don't have such levers to do that. So that was not why she was looking at us. She was just looking at us sharp. We don't know why. At some point we asked her like, mom, this one that you're looking at us like this, what happened? She'll just smile and then she'll go back to her food. And then after a while she'll come back to start looking at us and everything. But you guys, we got ready and then we left. I think the seminar was for 4 p.m. or 5. I think it was for 4. So we quickly got ready and left the house because we knew a lot of people were going to be coming and wanted to get good seats. But we got there and everywhere was full. We stayed behind. I was really angry. I was like, I want to stay in front. Which one be this back and everything? If you ask me what I got from that seminar, I can't remember because I was really angry that we were behind. So we stayed for the seminar and then it ended and it was time to go home. I think this was like around to 8 because everywhere was dark. It wasn't evening. It was like in the night, but not like late into the night. Maybe say around 8 sharp. We didn't drive, so we're going to jump bus. We walked down to the bus stop that was close to the hall. It was not just us. Like I said, a lot of people had come for this seminar, so we all walked out of the venue and then walked up to the bus stop, and everybody was there waiting for bus. It was a Sunday night. It was not like a weekday where office workers were coming back from work and everywhere is busy. It's island now. There's no buying and selling at the time, so we were not a lot except for us that were coming out of the seminar, and there was no bus like that. So if a bus come, like people would drag and get in and the bus would be filled and we'll go, and the guys were like the ones that were really able to like get in, and some strong girls. So we stayed for a while. Buses would come and get filled up and go, and we were like, if we stay like this, we'll not be able to go home on time. And we were like, the next bus that come, we're going to rush and we're going to get in so that we can get home on time, as it was already getting really late. So we stood at the bus stop, and then this bus comes. The only thing I can remember about this bus is that it was not the normal yellow bus that we have in Lagos. You know that like the public buses in Lagos and cabs, they are painted yellow and black. I think this one was painted either gray or white or black, but it was not yellow. At the time, it was not what was coming to our mind. As soon as this bus came, my sister and I, we jumped into this bus. The conductor jumped in and they just left. It was just us that entered this bus, and you guys, there was space in this bus. Like I think it was, I can't really remember details, but it was like 2 persons. It was the driver and a man, an elderly man in front. That man should be like in his 40s in front, and then 2 or 3 persons in the first row at the back, and then I think 2 persons was sitting down beside, no, 1 person was behind, what was beside us, my sister and I, and then the conductor. My sister was lapping me. So if you don't know what lapping is, it is when 2 persons occupy the seat of 1 person in the bus. So 1 person sits on the lap of the other person, right? And then behind us there were 3 persons at the back. So there was still space for more people to enter, but they didn't carry any more persons. It was just us, and they zoomed off. So we're going, we climbed up the bridge and everything, and then I observed that everybody in this bus, they know their self. They know their self because they were speaking a language that we did not understand. Even before then self, my sister whispered to my ear and she was like, nonso meme bere odika wine no adhamma. Okay, sorry, you pardon, some people are not Igbo. I just spoke Igbo, right? So it means nonso, start praying. It looks like this bus we have entered is a wrong bus. You guys, I was scared because my sister and I will always go out, but we've not been in this kind of situation. What is this I'm hearing? It's not good. The boss is wrong. How? What makes it wrong? Who are these people? What are we going to do? We are just two young girls in the night coming from the house of the Lord. What is this that is about to happen? Do you get? And I remember I was so scared. Like, I was really scared. I've never been in such kind of situation. Not even my sister. We've never been in such kind of situation before. I was really scared. Like, I was very scared. I was like, Jesus, what's going to happen to us? Jesus, what are we going to do? Everywhere is dark. You can't even see persons. There are not a lot of buses on the road. Like I said, it's Sunday night. You will just see like few cars or public bus just pass. It was the highway and all of that. Who were we going to call? Who was going to come and help us or anything? And then I started praying. You guys, I was just saying, the blood of Jesus, cover myself with the blood of Jesus. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against us in judgment is condemned. We are saved. All the Bible verses I knew how to pray, I was just praying it, you guys. And then I observed that they were all speaking the same language, you guys. The same language. That was not English, of course. It was not Yoruba. I understand Yoruba perfectly. It was not Calabar. I understand some statements in Calabar. It was not Hausa. I understand some statements in Hausa. It was, I don't know what language that was, but they all understood that language. The only word that we heard them speak in English was when the man in front with the driver, he just told the driver and was like, make you no stop for anywhere. They go straight to that hotel. Na pepper soup we go chop this night. Hey God, I'm like, pepper what? I was just saying it in my mind, like, pepper soup. How? Which hotel? We they come back from the house of God. We they go our house. You and who they go hotel? Which pepper soup you want chop this night? Who is pepper soup? Is it me and my sister that's pepper soup or what? You guys. It was not making sense at all. Like, we were so scared, but we were praying. I could hear my sister praying under her breath, and we were just praying in our minds. See, we were praying in our hearts. God gave us a very calm spirit. We knew that we were in danger. We knew we were in harm's way. We knew that where we were was not the right place, but we were not. We did not show how scared we were. We were calm. Even in the face of danger, we were calm. We didn't say anything. We were just there praying underneath our breath, you guys. That's how we drove all this drive, where we drive. If you enter public bus, you know that once you enter self, sometimes the conductor won't let you even sit before they start asking you, Owomida. Do you get? This conductor did not even ask us for fare. For transport fare, did not ask us. He just kept quiet. Nobody spoke to us, nothing. They would only speak to themselves, to one another, and after a while they just keep quiet. We drove on the highway. We continued driving. We didn't pass our normal routes. They just took another route and was just going. They didn't ask us where we were going to, nothing. They were just going on their own. And then for some reason they left the highway, you guys. They left the highway and then they started entering inside streets, you guys. At the time they left the highway and entered residentials, like where houses were and people were living, you guys, I don't know, but I just became strong. I felt this cold water pour all over me and I became very strong. At that point, I just spoke in Igbo and I told my sister, like, Auntie, I was like, big sis, don't be scared. Nothing is going to happen. As small as I was, in the midst of big men that would throw me one slap and I would faint. And I just became really strong. Like, the whole being scared and everything, it left me. I became very strong and brave. That was God right there, giving me a sign that is about to end. Okay. And at that time I was like, nothing what this people won't do. If I see a gathering of people or any group of people that looks like they could help us, or a location that looks safe enough, I was going to open my mouth and I was going to scream my lungs out for safety. I don't care if they had weapons on I don't mind if they had weapons or anything. I was going to scream my lungs out for help, you guys, and we're going to see. I'm just grateful to God because I hear stories of kidnapping now, or like those who enter like one chance, a bus where you are being robbed of all of your belongings, and I hear them say stuff like, oh, they asked us to lie down on the ground of the bus. I was happy that these people didn't even have sense to tell us to lie down on the ground, because that would have been the end. Who would see our heads to be see us crying for help or see us? That would have just been the end. They didn't talk to us, they just left us. We sat down there. So we started moving into streets. We were going like really dark streets, and we're going. At some point we burst into like mini expressways. At some point I was just on the lookout. As God we have it, we now busted out. As God we have it, I sighted a police post in front. I didn't know if there was a policeman there, but I sighted a police post in front, and I was like, I'm going to scream my lungs out once I get here. As God we have it, immediately we joined the road. Look at traffic. Traffic on a Sunday. That time where I want to see traffic on Sunday. I don't know where the traffic came from, but as we just drove, before we even got to the police post that I was targeting, look at traffic on a Sunday evening. From where it can only be God. And as we just got into the traffic, you guys, the driver hissed, the man in front hissed, the conductor hissed, and it was at that point, you guys, the conductor turned and looked at us, and he was like, no fear, yeah, no fear, yeah, nothing did happen. And I'm like, in my mind, it was just a justification. Like, it was just to clarify to us that these guys had evil motive for us. Like, it was not a pure boss, it was not a normal boss. They were up to something very negative, because if you jump buses in Lagos, you know, not just Lagos, you know that no fear, yeah, nothing dey happen here, no worry, yeah. It's not a conversation that a normal bus driver or conductor would have with their passenger. It's not a normal statement to say. The only statement that a conductor can say to you is, where my money, or like, fumilo where, if you don't have change, I go join on her, you know, which bus stop you go come down, all those sorts of things. Those are like normal conversations, not no fear, yeah. Nothing they happen here. It means that they were shady people, right? So immediately he told us that. We're like, ah, no, say we no fear one and everything. That was when he now asked us that, where do we want to drop? God, you, that our destination is like this, you have carried us like this, you're not asking us where do we want to stop out of nowhere, because you have seen traffic and you know that we're going to scream or anything. He now asked us that, where do we want to stop? We were like, here. We go stop for here. That was when this man now asked us for money. Hey God, all the way from the island. It was when we got to the mainland, middle of where we don't know, was where he now asked us for our money. As God we have this, my sister had our exact fare. We gave it to him, and then he asked us where we want to come down. We're like, here, we'll come down for here. My brothers and my sisters, that's how he opened the door. We got down, my sister and I, by the side of the express, with people passing and cars passing, everything. We knelt down there and we started crying, we started praying, we started thanking God. Jesus, I want to a kid, yo. We started crying and we're thanking God. Like, what would we have done? What would our mother have done? Like, her two daughters got lost in the same evening, God forbid. We're just thanking God that, oh Jesus, my dad, what would he have? We're just thanking God. Thank you, Jesus, you have rescued us out of the mouth of the lion. Thank you. We're just there kneeling down at the express and crying, and we were like, what's happened? We not even have mouths to answer. We're like, please, we are going to this place, we are going to where? How do we locate our bus stop? How do we? That was how people now started directing us. Ah, no, go see that motor here. First, go straight, go enter bus for that place where they go one place. Then from that place, you can't enter the bus where they go your bus stop. Like, what in heavens? Oh, Jesus. You guys, we got home. We found our way and we got home and we saw our mom standing outside like she was restless. She was outside the house, outside the compound, and she was like, where have we been to? Where are we coming from? We just took her by the hand and took her inside the house and narrated our audio. We narrated our waka. Mommy was crying and was praying. I was thanking God. There no wonder she was restless. No wonder she was looking at us this way as we were getting dressed to leave. That she was restless even as we were dressing up to go. As we had left, she was restless. She couldn't eat. Ashe. She was feeling that something was going to happen, you guys. The next Sunday we did Thanksgiving though. We bought items to do Thanksgiving in church because it's this thing I'm saying like this now and laughing at some point. It wasn't funny. A lot of people have gone like that. A lot of people have gone missing. Some have been used for rituals. Some have been, God knows what they have done to them. But God found us worthy to be saved. God found us worthy to be saved, and we do not take it for granted at all. It's not as if we are better than those who have gone, but God's mercy and grace kept us. And I pray today for everybody who has found themselves in one form of kidnapping case or the other, who have found themselves in captivity by evil men. I pray that God in his infinite mercy will grant them a way of escape. The same way he granted for my sister and I, he will grant them a way of escape miraculously, supernaturally, in the name of Jesus. And every evil person who has taken this as a business, every evil power, every evil one behind such kind of evil acts, God will expose them. God will expose and punish them by the power in the name of Jesus. You guys, that was how it happened. That was how it happened, you guys. Help me to thank God. Sorom Kelechi. Right? I hope this video is not too long. I don't know if to ask you guys if you enjoyed the video, because I mean, is it something to be enjoyed? But yeah, you guys, if you did find it enjoyable or you want to help me and thank God, please go ahead and engage this video. All right, like, comment, subscribe, share, and you guys, I'll see you in the video going up tomorrow. But until then, please go ahead and enjoy this video right here. I'm sure that you find it helpful and you find it educative and informative as well. And until I see you in this video, this video right here, stay fab and stay blessed. Ciao.